interesting place for Venus, maybe.
What is up, guys? Oh, episode 8. Wow. Consistency. Holy shit. Yeah. So what's going on, everyone? Hope you're having a good... What day is it? Is it Wednesday? It's Wednesday. I hope you're having a good Wednesday. Hump day. See, that was a fake laugh, guys. Fake laugh. But yeah, so... we're going to start the day off with some fun and some news. And then we're going to look at, if you weren't here last week, we aired some Jovi Val footage that hadn't been released. And we're going to have Shiggy, the man behind the camera, who has a disdain for Jovi, similar to lots of us. He's going to be joining us at the, 12 o'clock hour on my side of the coast, 3 o'clock for you guys over there. He will be joining us to talk about that, to talk about Jovi Val, and more. So he will be jumping in around then. But up until then, we have some, I guess you'd say, great footage to look through. We have some news. The SPLC is being called to be investigated, and we have a clip from Daywave. Ooh, Royce getting spicy on some of our favorite chat members. Yup. And so we'll be taking a look at that. What's good, Matt, Link, everyone else? Chad, thank you for joining, guys. So yeah, I look like a bearded Zach Morris. Whatever, I will take it. Let me get these out of the way so no one thinks they're being original. I have a big forehead, guys, if you haven't noticed, okay? My hair is gelled, apparently. It's really soft for being gelled. And I have a fake laugh. Ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha. So now that we got the insults out of the way, we can move forward with I look like Sleek the Geek. Oh yeah. I think Sleek the Geek, actually, me and him look really similar. Someone who put us in contact, was it Stone Mexican guy? But yeah, so apparently me and him, some similar facial features. I have a long head, guys. Let's see. Yeah, my hair just fucking does whatever the fuck it wants. I just push it like this so it gets out of my way, you know? But we got to get the fake laughs out of the way. If you didn't know, the SPLC is being called to be investigated. Let's jump into that, and then we'll jump into other stuff, because it's a time crunch today since we're going to have a guest on. I don't want to be missing out on all the fun that everyone has provided. And the prep bag had some good shit in it. So, Tucker Carlson, as usual, my favorite Fox host.
Boy.
Let's see how
AGluck, 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 AGluck.
Okay, good. Thank you for the $5 there. You could pronounce it however you want. It works. Okay, Tucker Carlson bringing up how the SPLC should be investigated, and others are
Southern Poverty Law
on it
Center
too.
recently lost its founder, Morris Dees, and its president, Richard Cohen, after multiple allegations that the organization they ran had become a hotbed of sexual harassment, sexism, and racism. But that's not SPLC's only problem right now.
Okay, I hadn't heard about the sexism and the assault and the Me Too stuff with the SPLC, which is obviously, you know, the by-all means to an end, moderators for the world. They should control everything, guys, even YouTube chat, and work with Facebook and all these other tech platforms, because they're so knowing and so good.
It calls itself an anti-hate organization, but in fact, the SPLC strongly resembles a racket. They've amassed more than $500 million.
Well, that was a weird
glitch. Of the
glitch.
Democratic Party,
The fuck,
a racist
YouTube?
or an anti-gay bigot or whatever works, in an effort to purge them from society. For doing all of that, they get an indirect government support because they're a tax-exempt entity. Senator Tom Cotton is a Republican, represents the state of Arkansas. He recently sent a letter to the IRS urging them to investigate the SPLC's tax-exempt status.
Ooh, so they're going after them being a nonprofit and tax exempt. And I hope, personally, that something comes from it, for the simple fact that, man, they get away with a lot of shit. They get away with a lot of shit. They shift to one side.
Boy. Hey guys, come and join our Discord with Nazi Truther. Me and the gang are super base and red pilled. We like to take real action. I'm even posting my nudes in the Discord. Must show ID to join.
What? Now I'm getting the Nazi Truther stuff. Okay, guys, go join that. Apparently, the blonde will show nudes. Okay.
Senator Cotton joins us tonight. Senator, thanks very much.
Okay. I thought I had a big head. This guy reminds me of what's that? What's that guy? Hold on. We'll pull it up real quick. He looks like this guy when he gets older, okay? He looks like this guy once he gets older. I'm not going to play the music cuz it'll pop me. This is Okay, that is that senator's son. I'm pretty damn sure this is his son. Tell me I'm wrong. Come on, look. Long neck. Long neck. They got to be related in some manner.
For coming on. So just the obvious question first. This is an organization, of a small organization that has a $500 million endowment. How are they tax exempt exactly?
Yeah, so the Southern Poverty Law Center has over $500 million. About a quarter of that, Tucker, is parked in overseas accounts, as best we can tell. I don't know many charitable advisors say it's best practice to send your endowment to overseas accounts in the Caribbean. That's one reason why Charity Watch gives them an F rating, a very well deserved F rating, because you said, Tucker, they've really become kind of a hate group themselves. They have this so-called hate map.
So apparently the SPLC sends their money overseas and they get an F rating from a watch group. Also, apparently Matt's nudes are there as well. He'd probably knock me out, okay? I'm not denying that, Matt, but I will say this. He looks funny, okay? He does look funny.
And they use it to stigmatize their political opponents. You know, respectable center-right organizations like the Family Research Council, their Alliance Defending Freedom. It's fine if you don't agree with those organizations. There are plenty of groups on the left I don't agree with, but I don't try to stigmatize them as a hate group and then go peddle that to CNN, the New York Times, try to attack their donors.
Of course, and it's not a question of disagree. I mean, you're not calling for lots of liberal organizations to lose their tax exemption, but if you are a clearly fraudulent organization that mismanages your money and
not only mismanages their money, but, I mean, lies about the things they list as hate people and hate groups. I mean, I'm not a big fan of them, but they listed the Proud Boys as a hate group. Yet, I don't know, do they list Antifa? It's very one-sided in what they list as a hate group, and it obviously has a slant. And if you're throwing political bias in there and you're supposed to be a watchdog organization, you might want to reevaluate what you're doing. It seems it's like so many other things where people get in power and they start shifting it to the progressive side, the further left.
You're basically running a for-profit organization. How do you keep your tax exemption?
And that's what I've asked the IRS to investigate. I mean, funding lawsuits, to include left-wing lawsuits, and what you think is the public interest, is a tax-exempt purpose.
Why can't I say slant, Zach? Is it racist in some way? Oh, gotta. Jovi votes for the Spics and Jews. Jesus.
Serial, repeated defamation against your political opponents is not a tax-exempt purpose. And then talking about misusing funds, Tucker. I mean, Morris Dees, the founder there, was paid $400,000 a year.
I mean, if Frozen would have said it, I would have got where he was going with it. You get it? Because of the whole slanting. Yeah. Those eyes. Frozen. The walk. Yes. Apparently Frozen's offended now, guys. The guy who called the little fat kid a slant yesterday is offended when he's called a slant.
Year, apparently to do nothing other than consistently sexually harass young women working at the Southern Poverty Law Center.
And according to its own employees, commit acts of racism even as they claim to fight racism. So is there no body? So once you receive, as a procedural question, once you receive tax exemption from the Internal Revenue Service, do you just keep it forever?
So the Internal Revenue Service is responsible for adjudicating initial tax exemptions and then also reviewing it as well. That's why I've asked the IRS to review the Southern Poverty Law Center's tax exempt status.
That would be freaking hilarious if they lost their status as tax exempt and started having to pay taxes on all that money they're trying to send out to the Caribbean and elsewhere and keep off the books. It would be a glorious day because the SPLC is just so ridiculously far gone. I mean, they unrightfully list people as Nazis and white supremacists. I mean, shit. It happened to Royce. It's happened to Warski. It's happened to these others because you have an edgy audience, or you have some edgy memes being tossed around, and then all of a sudden you're a racist.
They were founded decades ago. They claimed that their role was to fund lawsuits to eliminate the Democrat system of Jim Crow and segregation. Right. Now they've turned into just a serial defamer of their political opponents. That's why the IRS needs to relook at their tax exempt status.
And I hope they will. And what
it's time for rooftop Koreans. Oh, shit. Woo! Yeah, that's one of the things where it's just like, maybe it is time for some craziness and some stand up for our own shit. And I'm not talking about white people. I'm just talking about people who don't agree with SPLC bullshit and being tossed in. I mean, come on. I'm sure.
Boy.
How much does a Holocaust? How much does a Holocaust? Asking for a friend? I don't know. 171.
What about Media Matters, which also has tax exempt status, but which was caught, I mean, without any question at all, coordinating with the Hillary Clinton for President campaign in violation of federal tax law, and yet they retained their tax exempt status.
So tax exempt charities should not be coordinating with any political campaign. They shouldn't be engaged in political activities. I think it's.
Ooh, so now they're hitting him for political interaction. He's talking about Media Matters. Mr. Papa Soros's company. Just wait, guys. We hit enough viewers, and this channel will be Soros funded. If I challenge anyone, including Mr. Jovi Val, whatever he goes by these days, the super white guy, I will be a what's it called? Oh, a suspected white supremacist.
Says something about the Southern Poverty Law Center that they recently hired Tina Chin, the Jussie Smollett fixer, Michelle Obama's former chief of staff, to come on and fix their workplace culture, or perhaps to take advantage of the $500 million they have and form a super PAC to attack the president and the Republican Party next year in the election.
There's no body that can essentially audit the, I mean, what it needs is an audit, clearly.
No, it needs an audit very badly. I hope the IRS will do that as part of their investigation and unveil to the American people that Southern Poverty Law Center has become nothing but a racket that's designed solely to slander and defame its political opponents.
Which I 100% agree with. They are purely there for making money, for slandering the right. Why is he turning in on his people? The SPLC? Isn't Tom Cotton conservative, as far as I know?
The IRS was caught under President Obama hurting conservatives, refusing to grant their organizations tax exemption for purely political reasons. And no one was ever really punished for that. Can you get them to pay attention to your request, do you think?
I certainly hope we can. The letter that I sent today is just the first step I'm taking to try to get the IRS focused on this serious problem. You have, again, a $500 million so-called charity that has systematic...
$500 million. What? That is astronomically insane numbers. Like, a company that was making $500 million and they're tax exempt... I'm sure there's tax exemptions on both sides of the field that are problematic and issues.
Racial and sexist discrimination problems. And at the same time, it's simply using that money to target its political opponents. Yeah. That's not what American taxpayers are subsidizing when we give people tax exempt status. We give those things to churches or adoption shelters or shelters for battered women, not to defame your political opponents, sexually harass every woman that works in your office, and discriminate against minorities.
It'd be nice to get the Civil Rights Division of the DOJ.
Well, do they actually owe that in back taxes if the SPLC is a nonprofit and are a tax exempt? So, I mean, technically they do owe that because of the stuff they've pulled, but the problem becomes they have to lose their tax exempt status.
Jay over there. Maybe they could do what they did with Roger Stone.
Or the Department of
Kinda show
Labor
up
or
at
the
6
Equal
in the morning.
Employment
Exactly.
Opportunity Commission.
Senator Cotton, it's great to see you tonight. Thank you very
Tucker.
much.
Yeah.
So the SPLC is being called to be investigated by the IRS. Who knows? They would actually owe back taxes if they lost their status. That's interesting, and would make a lot of sense. Then again, I mean, there's probably tons of people who should owe back taxes in essence of you're getting way too much money off, or they're getting tax breaks based on, situations. I think they should be hit, and I think they should pay. I am going to be moving through things fast today. Like I said, I do have someone coming on to talk his footage from the Jovi Val situation. How it depends on how their status is revoked. Yeah. Okay. Sex work in New York State might be decriminalized. Here's what you should know. By the way, guys, sex workers demand safe spaces, and they're dressed up like superheroes. Rights, not raids. Sex workers are human rights. Okay, whatever. In a press conference on February 25th, the climate of fear, intimidation caused by criminalizing sex work makes it very difficult for sex workers to seek any kind of redress for labor issues. Okay, one, if you want to be part of a union or anything like that, you should probably be involved in a job or field that allows you to be part of said union. Sex work may be work, but it's not something that is decriminalized everywhere. And with these people expecting it to be that case, it's one of those things that isn't the case. To decriminalize sex trade related offenses, in New York, and pass legislation that protects people in the sex trade, to end the incarceration of sex workers and vacate criminal records related to prostitution, and to destigmatize the sex trades. Yeah, exactly. Labor issues, but you get $150 to $300 an hour for sex. Sometimes more, man. It's not a skill. It's not a trade. It's exploitation. They just want to make it legal to grab taxes from it, which is fine. Yeah, it doesn't fill up the prisons. They're not sitting in there, and these people aren't, I don't know. It's not like it's marijuana. It's not like it's something where people are having to sit in prison and worry about whether or not they're going to, deal with it. It's not some, hey, what's going on, Kaylee? It's not something that should be, tax the fuck out of it, whatever. Support the feminist agenda, guys. The legal status of sex worker often falls into one of three schools of thought: legalization, decriminalization, and partial decriminalization. The problem is you have ignorant idiots like, what was her name? That hip-hop girl who was a stripper. Oh, yeah, Cardi B. Selling sex after she got off work and stuff, and then drugging and robbing people. How are you going to protect the people who want to be involved in getting laid from these situations, but not robbed by the shady ass workers? You're already making a shit ton of money. Why do you need to be robbing fools? Supporters of decriminalization say that it helps to bring the profession out of the shadow, making it easier to access healthcare and organize for safety and better working conditions. New Zealand, because New Zealand's a great example of anything, decriminalized sex work in 2003 and required that the results of the policy be researched in its aftermath. Okay, treat it like the porn industry. If you're going to decriminalize it, treat it like the porn industry and tax the shit out of it. You have to go and get tested. You have to be, clean. You have to be all these things, because otherwise you're putting those people at risk. These situations, it's expected of the what's it called? Porn industry. So it should be expected of sex workers. Or would they pull the, it's my body and I can do what I want with it? Yeah. So that's it. New York's trying to push past that. Honestly, if you want to work in the sex trade and not worry about being prosecuted, move to Vegas. Move to Vegas. It's not rocket science. You can move to Vegas and you'll be fine. All right. Like I said, we're going to be pumping through things in this first hour because we do have a guest coming on. Whores in prison probably decrease the violence in prison. Yeah, seriously. Conjugal visits would benefit the prison population. Conjugal visits are still allowed in lots of places. I don't know what the case is. Yeah, they would have more competition in Vegas. That's the issue. They just want, Jesus, send your loved one in prison a conjugal visit for Valentine's Day. I mean, true. But if it's someone that you love to that extreme, well, if you're not like a direct family member, just go in there and handle it yourself. Like if you're just a friend, if you want to pay for it, just do it yourself. So Sicko sent me this yesterday. I didn't get a chance to see it because I was live when he sent it in, but we're going to take a look at a brother or uncle. Yeah, that's gross. We're going to take a look at this. Apparently, prank evasions thought that conjugal visits meant with families, and he decided to do a really weird video. Recently, the channel Prank Invasions came out with this video, and it's disgusting. Oh, I prepped this last night. Oh, I wonder what it got taken down for. Nope, that's not it.
Now you're banned. And it's a ban. Well, now you're banned.
Yeah. Owen Benjamin bringing up the subscriptions. What up? Thanks for subscribing. Let's see if we can find it. Well, I guess we'll just.
Now you're banned. And it's a ban.
Thanks for subscribing. Also, appreciate it. All right, I guess we'll just go with this.
Back here on YouTube, if you guys didn't know, my channel and all my socials were hacked for the past 3 months, and after a painstaking effort, I finally got all my things back. So I owe you guys a crazy video, and in this one, I'm gonna try to kiss my sister. So
you heard that right, guys. He's gonna kiss his sister because that's the ultimate prank. That is the ultimate prank.
you guys like it?
All right, guys,
I hope
I
you
am
guys
gonna
like
ask
it.
her to try to kiss me on a video. I'm so nervous.
This has got to be the start of an actual porno. Like this is one of those fetish pornos. And I need to mute my phone. And this guy is all about it. You know, how hot is his sister? Jesus, Ramen. I haven't watched it. Like I said, I went to watch it right now. And it's been removed. I wonder if Kissing Prank with Tech decided to strike the channel. Because if he did, that's kind of fucked. I don't get the logic in trying to take down channels that are calling you out for your creepiness.
She's literally like right there in her room. I'm so nervous. I don't know if I should ask her. I've tried.
Oh, this is god awful, cringy.
Like 5 times to ask her, but I'm so nervous because she's my sister, and it's like I don't want her to think I'm crazy or anything. All right, guys, I feel like such a creep. I've literally been stalking my sister.
Jesus Christ. Yep. Massive creep. Here, we'll skip ahead. Does he actually gets her to sit down. Oh, here you go, guys. Come on, bro. There you go. The creepy guy stalks his sister. I got to find and make a crazy video since I've been hacked for months. That's right. The Jersey Shore, the situation on hormone blockers. Yep. I've been blocked and off of social media for a month. So when I come back, you don't think it's a sister?
I'm gonna kill myself. Stop!
How do I for a quick kiss? What I do for YouTube?
Ship will never be the same again.
Ever.
Ever. But she models, so she's got an Insta.
So I wonder. Someone's comment, getting my half sister pregnant prank gone wrong, gone sexual. Yeah, this has to be fake. I don't know. If it is, it is. It's like that guy who was playing Fortnite. Let's Couture Forever. You guys can go support her on her Instagram. I don't know if it is his sister or not. Maybe look in there and see why. Like, I don't understand why. Okay, here's prank invasion.
What up, invaders, Chris?
This guy has 3 million subs doing kissing pranks. I think we're doing the wrong thing here, guys. I need to go kissing prank because that'll get me subscribers, right? That's how it works. He's only showing, he's got to have more videos than he's only showing freaking like 20 videos. Yeah, what the fuck, man? Oh. It's for YouTube. Even if it's a stepsister or half sister or anything like that, it's just here's a fun fact. You made out with your sister, man. Yeah. Yeah. Sicko's not my brother, but that'd be gay. Sorry. We do want to keep things moving. Frozen sent me this. Okay. One. Why is he dressed like a chef? To make some crisp cut fries, frozen fries. What? What is he doing?
Oh! Oh shit! Hey! Fuck!
What the fuck?
Hey!
It's a grease fire. You don't pour water on a grease fire.
Fire! Carry on, bro! Carry on!
What? Yes, the Sims. This guy is a... Yell at the grease fire, that'll work. Holy shit, flour. Throw flour on it, dude. Let's watch this again. Holy shit. first of all, how much did you put in there? You don't need that much grease or oil to make it like crispy. You're not working at a McDonald's. This isn't a flash fryer.
Oh shit! Hey! Fuck!
Like how he's moving it around, hoping that'll help. The moment you know you screwed up.
Hey, sir! Hurry up, bro! Hurry on!
Oh, Jesus. Someone needs to teach a lid. Water doesn't work. He just threw water on it. Water would not work with the grease fire. It'll cause it to freaking pop off like that. Oil. He should have used hairspray. Yeah, just throw a can of hairspray on there. Ruined his future McDonald's, I think is what you meant. McDonald's career. Jesus Christ. Flour. Like a very specific extinguisher. Jesus Christ. Why? One, why is he dressed like a chef? Is that his bit? Is he No, he's apparently just a he's just a normal reactionary YouTube channel. Why were he dressed like a chef? 180,000 subscribers, though. Doing some work. I don't want that playing. All right. But yeah, so if you guys, he's gunning for that 1 million view video. Well, freaking 366,000 views. That ain't bad. You could have put the frozen fries in the oven, yeah. Or you take a little bit of grease or oil and warm it up and then drop it in and it'll sizzle a little. But damn, dude. Burned down his house for some freaking Orida French fries. Crisp cut, guys. Crisp cut. Let me see what's going on over here. Just want to make sure. Make sure we're still good for perfect. We're still golden with Shiggy coming on to talk about his Jovi Val footage from New York and the rally where Jovi Val was locked in and not allowed to what's it called? Move around. That looks like it could be good, but I have to hold on. I don't know if I can pull that. Let's see if I can actually. I just got sent a video, but all right. Let's jump over. Just a quick refresher. This is what we'll be watching. We'll be talking about the Jovi Val stuff. We'll be talking about his interactions with Jovi Val over time because apparently he was pretty heavily interactive with Jovi Val and has a huge disdain for Jovi Val.
Gay flag here. The gay flag has nothing to do with conservatism. Don't touch my flag. Nothing to do with conservatism, please.
So yes, this footage from New York where Jovi was in his safe space, Blues Dolls depicted it extremely well. That is the case. Heads up, guys, you might hear some noise because apparently they're breaking up concrete next door. You know all the shit they've been working on? Yeah, so there might be some noise. Legal. I don't know where Legal is. Was Shiggy touched in the balls by a woman? Yep, of course you're going to hear it. It's going to be I'm going to be in and out. But let's jump into Royce, okay? Let's jump into Royce going at our good friend, Unbleached.
The O&A Reddit or clout chasing ZNZ, you're fucking weirdo, dude. Like seriously, iron the flag behind you, you tweaker looking motherfucker. As a matter of fact, Unbleached, I'll tell you what, bud. You want to call my show? Call my show right now, man. Let's talk. I'll talk to you right now. You can plug your channel. You're so good. I'm sure people are gonna go, this Royce guy, he's a real piece of shit. Let's talk to that Unbleached dude. Dude.
Yeah, Royce, you're such a huge piece of shit. No, the guy he's talking about is Unbleached. Apparently, Unbleached has a hard-on for anyone in the ROTC community who streams.
What are you doing, man? This isn't a good look. This thing and the thing that RSA was doing is this clout chasing is not good. This doesn't work unless you're good enough to do it. Like, I mean, we've done it, but unless you're good enough to do it, don't do it, man. You're not funny enough. You're not a funny enough guy. I know that hurts you. I understand. I get that hurts you. And starting out on radio is.
Thanks, Nat Clo. Here are some shekels. Keep up the good work.
So, but what? Like, how old are you, man? You're in your 20s.
I don't know
what it is.
I don't know
because
if Royce
you're in
knows
your 30s
that
and still
Unbleached
that bad, then give
actually
up.
relapsed
I mean, seriously,
recently,
become a day
so
worker
he's obviously
or become an HVAC
on
assistant.
some shit.
That way you could take the gas cards that they give you and sell gas for half the price, so they give you the cash and then use it for drugs. Not a personal story that I had to deal with an employee when I used to have an HVAC system. RSA and Unbleached are forming a stable. Jesus Christ, the job squads already existed. We have another job squad. Get out of here, man. Come on, man.
Fucking
really
Al Snow and
I'll let AGluck right on you, homie. I don't got to do this shit. You're lucky I ain't got no prep, because honestly, you're not very important. But this is what they want. I know they want attention. That way, they think they're in some radio war with somebody. But
yeah,
they're
not very important, and the only reason I'm ragging on them is because apparently they took 25 minutes of my time and live streamed it. Just live stream it. That's all. They didn't add commentary over it. He literally clipped it up and played it to one other person. I'll show you guys that in just a second.
Work on your setup first, and then come at us. Like, seriously, come at us with your best stuff. I'm willing to take it. I'm willing to have you try. Call me right now. I will take your call right now. Right now, if you want to call me Unbleached, you can call me. You can call me a fat faggot. You could rip me apart. And I'm not going to mute you. I don't do that shit. Do whatever you want. But if you don't, use a bitch. All right? See, that's the difference. If Owen said, call me right, I would have called the show and ripped them apart, because I'm not a pussy. So please call. We'll have a conversation. Do me a favor, get your Boost Mobile out, because this guy's a guy who has Boost Mobile. Get your Boost Mobile out, flip it open, because he also has a flip phone, and call. You can call me right now.
Spoiler, guys. Neither of them call. Neither of them call. They're both pussies about it. If you check this out, this is the greatest video of all time this guy's ever put up on his channel. You know why?
President. Maybe Bake Alaska.
Because it's just me. It's just me. 25 minutes of him live streaming this to watch me. No commentary, no nothing. If I was any other creator, you would catch a strike. But since I don't play that game because I don't want to be that way. Also, you have people on your channel because I showed their image saying that they should strike me. Strike me. I will take your ass to court. I don't give a fuck. I will represent myself and I'll just fucking handle your ass. You know why? Because me crossing through your image for someone else's page and their content isn't strikeable. Also, just a heads up, man. You may have transformed it a bit, but it's still 100% my content. Add some commentary, dude. You should have linked me right away. It took me pointing out, hey, use my content all you want, but maybe you should link to my content and to my channel. And he thinks he's doing me a favor when he says, I even Oh, there was this. I didn't see this. Fair enough. Hope your Nightwave buddy enjoyed our Viva La Scam video. Guess he didn't know who was who. We appreciate the promotion. Link in description, and I even subbed because I'm so nice. No one cares if you subbed. I don't need you to sub. You're Ross. You're not important, man. You're fun to fuck with, and you make for a great little back and forth. But that's what I think of you. The sound outside. Yeah, no, that's what I mean is Mersh Ross Dog sounds like a backyard wrestling name. Yeah, no shit. You put in content and you do commentary and you talk around it and you add your bits and talk about things. That's called fair use. But these goofheads don't understand fair use. And I wish, actually, I might be able to pull it on my phone. Let's play some more of Royce ripping these retards apart while I look it up and mute so you guys don't have to hear the rebel out back.
Of course he won't call. He's a pussy, man. He ain't got nothing. Of course he's not going to do anything. See, the cloud chasing only works. The cloud chasing only works if you could take the person down that you're trying, but you can't. You're not good enough. You're a fucking loser. That's what you are. Later on, you're going to analyze this clip and go, see, I got him to mention me, but you won't call. So call my phone. Oh, go fuck yourself. Smoking cigarettes inside the house like an animal, too. Oh, you're a gross person. You're a very, very gross
person. Is fucking disgusting as a smoker. Unbleached. Stop smoking in your house, dude. If you need to fucking smoke so bad, throw on a video that you're just going to sit and watch anyways and step outside for a smoke, dude.
Person. Unbleached looks like the kind of guy. Unbleached looks like the kind of guy who walks around his neighborhood with flip-flops and socks and walks his mulatto's girlfriend's son around the neighborhood, picks him up at the bus stop. That
Jesus Christ. So I'm gonna pull the video so you guys can actually see it. Ross is so popular that this is his stream chat, because this was a premiered video or something, because he wasn't editing it on the fly. It was a premiered video. This is not the real one. And just you and me, babe. Haha. Well, it's crazy time in the USA. And he doesn't get anyone else. No one else. Apparently, I'm paranoid of trolls. I'm phased. Desperate laugh. Coughs a lot when he laughs. If you don't understand, I laugh so hard that I lose breath, and I'm a smoker, dude. This is the person that's trying to go at me, trying to go at ROTC, spending the time, wasting his time. Just, you know, he thinks he impacted it. But yeah, so he premiered this amazing video of me, which it's me. It's amazing, okay? I know it's amazing. And I'm okay with being amazing on his channel and the free promo. Thank you, by the way, for the free promo. He premiered it to one person and himself. He's pulling those big numbers, guys. He's going to be a very, very big streamer. And, you know, he understands how the YouTube algorithm works. Yeah, his one viewer will come around to real shit soon enough. Back to Royce. I just wanted you guys to see what I was talking about when it came to this goofball.
That's what he looks like. And I'm assuming that's what it is. Unbleached is Unbleached is one of the guys that would be working the dock. Working the dock somewhere. Just a nobody. Driving around his Mustang that he still drove in high school, that he keeps it running by any means necessary. One wheel is one of the spare wheels. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to get into detail, but one of the wheels is like the spare wheels.
Yeah, the donuts. He's talking about the little donuts.
And he drives around like that. He goes and he picks up his, I'm assuming meth. I'm thinking meth. He looks like kind of a meth head. He looks like...
Yeah, I don't know. He definitely relapsed. So Unbleached definitely relapsed recently, guys. And it's a good thing that we now have people who are out to get me, which means I'm doing something right with this goofball.
Like a skinny Pete. I'm assuming meth, and then he goes home and he puts up his flag and he gets on the air and then he says, "Look at me, I'm a radio star." No, you're not. You're a tweaker with a YouTube account. So there you go. Is that what you wanted? Now, I'll tell you what. Call me right now. More than welcome to. You're welcome to call my show. So you want attention?
So yeah,
I'll give you attention.
Just refresh. It'll be good to go.
But then call the show. Open invite. More people now.
No, I know. I was trying to. I've been dealing with the sound outside, and it's bugging the shit out of me.
Call, man.
They ain't gonna call. These fools will come in and talk shit, but they won't actually do anything. You know, it happens. I'm so distracted by the out. No, refresh. We've already gotten past the no audio part. Jesus Christ, Katie. Stupid ass outside. What up, Johnny Bender? Stupid ass outside guys. Okay, so they pulled down a tree, right? Because it was messing with the concrete. Then they removed all of said concrete. This morning, they were out there at 6 a.m. using fucking, I don't know, a lift, something slamming concrete. Like that, you don't do that shit at 6 a.m. I'm sorry. I know you have work to complete, day laborers, but you don't do that shit. You did used to troll me.
Call in, rip me a new one. Let's go. Exactly. I let my little homies ride on you bitch-made ass niggas. You feel me? Exactly. I'm not... So, you could come in and you could be obsessed. It's embarrassing. That's the first thing. It's an embarrassing thing you're doing. You're embarrassing yourself. I'm doing this, and I'm lucky enough to do this and do...
And he's right. They do come in embarrassing themselves. They have people coming in with... Walk around your house nude with the window open and wave at them. No, I don't think they'll leave. I just think they'll sit there banging shit at 6 a.m. Hell yeah, I'm okay with you guys trolling me. You guys troll like with tact and skill. Is my best friend here? Oh, he is. He is, guys. Oh, what's going great, Unbleached? I gotta ask him, like, what's going great for Unbleached? Your relapse? What else is going great for you? Your 3-4 viewers? What else? You're joining RDA Ross, Mr. I can't pull more than one person when I premiere a video. If I premiered a clip, I would get at least 15 to 20 viewers. You, on the other hand, premiere to your boyfriend and sit and chat. Unbleached sits in front of his drug-riddled house, smoking cigarettes indoors, looking like fucking crackhead, and that's about what Unbleached is good for.
Do ROTC and make a living and live a pretty decent life doing this. You, on the other hand, are probably sitting at some sort of shitty job. Nah, you know what? He's not sitting at a job. He looks like someone that works the night shift. He looks like somebody that works inventory at a grocery store. There you go. That's what he is. Works the night shift.
How am I making stuff up when people have already said it, man? I'm saying hypotheticals. What's hard to take, a dick or a joke? I don't know. You tell me. How hard is it taking a dick, unbleached? I mean, you're the professional. No. Who are you talking about, Royce? Royce points out things about you because you're annoying. You sat on your stream and focused on those two guys and me for how long? An hour and a half? Yeah, just because you're clean now doesn't mean you didn't relapse, dumbass.
So, you know, I get it. You guys can watch me all you want. You cloud chase all you want. It's not going to matter. You guys are embarrassing.
Yeah, seriously, Unbleached, because you know how long it takes for that shit to get out of your system.
So now we know you're a cloud chaser. Now we know you're also a pussy.
Yeah, Unbleached, why didn't you... You're here. You enjoy our show so much. Why didn't you call in? Why didn't you call in? He offered it up. You could have called in, Unbleached. Oh. Unbleached. You're named after a flower. Being clean for 20 minutes doesn't count, allegedly. Yeah, weed, man, exactly. I mean, you're the one rocking the bong on your table, man. Royce put it right. Your stage setup looks like Michael Scott's office, but with crack and meth included.
And you can go after AG. Go after whoever you want. AG can defend himself. I don't need to defend AG.
Exactly.
I don't know what your little plan is here.
Oh, you don't call shows. You're the kind of guy who wants to sit back and watch them squirm. He wants to watch his people squirm, guys. He wouldn't want to call and challenge any ideals because he wouldn't have anything to challenge them on. Because we all know he's a crackhead who can't grow a beard and is sitting in, I would hope, I pray you're in your garage. Please be in your garage, dude. Because otherwise, you smoking your shit in your house, weed, fine. That dissipates. But fucking cigarettes? That's just gross. What's your job? Acting like you're important? Getting 15 viewers a day? What is your job?
I don't know what your little end game is here, bud. But right now, it's making you look embarrassing. You are embarrassing everybody who's ever done a show ever. That's what you are. You are the fucking worst. You're not funny. You're not talented. Nobody watches you, and you're a piece of shit.
Ross, Bleached, when are you guys going to get together and make love so you can have little hater babies? He doesn't call shows. He calls out shows. Banana, wow.
But maybe you are. Maybe you are funny. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about.
Unbleached confronts, guys. Wow.
Maybe I'm just a big dummy. So let's see. Let's see Radio Cold. Let's watch his latest episode, if it loads.
For some fun. And I'm still in the shit phase. Still got my way.
First off, that TV thing, you're ripping off Mike David and Dusty Bogan. You can't be doing that stuff.
Like a madman.
He even can't grow an adult beard. He has Luke.
Dusty Bogan's shit is more entertaining than Unbleached would ever be. It's like he's talking to a mirror. No. He's talking to you. He actually understands how to put together a show. He's done years of radio. What have you done? Besides meth, tweak, and every other drug on the market. What have you done, Unbleached? You built a STI that no one ever gives a shit about. Congratulations, you have a car. You sit in your house smoking cigarettes with your folded banner in the background. You actually made a banner. Come on, dude. You made a banner for your show that has what? What's your biggest consecutive? 12 people watching? I mean, you're going to play the you double me in size numbers game. Nigga, you have 500 subscribers. All right.
Leukemia beard, there's just patches on it.
Nah, leukemia beard. I was going with the kid beard, but yeah.
Start looking like myself again.
Like what? A fucking loser?
Today was the day to go out. And
par. God damn it, it did it again. Quick drop. But if it's refreshing, refresh. Anyways, why'd you have to rent a van if you have a car? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Where he spends an hour and a half. An hour and a half.
I'm trying to get to commentary. I'm trying to see if he ever says anything.
It cuts out in and out, but I'm basically saying, football's gay.
On my content.
So now he has AGluck stream while AGluck is watching him.
Okay, so Royce might not remember. This was when me and Royce called in and messed with them, and that's where this all started. I don't know, dude. Go back to fucking hating on Carla Kennedy. Go back to fucking actually making content. Like, fix your banner. See how he's showing his arms now? Because he knows that we called him out because of his track marks. We know they're between your toes, man. Anyways, quick hop over. I'm going to play the last little bit of this, have a smoke, and then we'll be getting Shiggy in here to join the call and talk his Jovi Val footage. I'll be right back, guys.
Okay, cool. Now you get to play this. Now you get to play this on this show. Yes, I am fat. I get it, because that's going to be your go-to, right? I am. Absolutely. I'm fat. I get it. I get it. I'm fat. I got it. We get it. I'm fat. Okay, cool. You got it? Cool. Now your insult's been taken away from you. You are a loser who has more knickknacks on your desk than Michael Scott. We get it. You smoke weed with the raw thing there. Yeah, man, weed, dude. You fucking smoking cigarettes inside the house and using a ranch dressing container as your ashtray because you won't even buy an ashtray. You won't even buy an ashtray. You're going to go after AGluck. Fine, go for it. He can rip you apart. But let's talk about you for a second. Don't grow your beard unless you know how to grow a beard. Okay, don't. It's embarrassing, all right? Did you hit puberty? Did you? And why do you always wear long sleeve shirts? Is it because you have track marks? Is it because you have a dirty, dirty past? Is it because you were a bad, bad boy? Is that why it is? Is that what? How many failed relationships do you have? Huh? How many? How many failed relationships have you had in your life? How old are you now? Does anybody love you? Has anybody ever looked you in your dirty, disgusting, fucking white trash eyes and said, hey, I love you? No, of course that's never happened. That's never happened. You've never felt the compassion of another human because you want to know why? You're a walking casino bathroom. That's what you are. Not even the casino because there's lights. You're a casino bathroom because you look like you smell of shit and cigarette butts. That's what you look like, okay? Long sleeve shirts hide the track marks, but it doesn't hide the track marks on your soul, does it? Does it? So go ahead and put your little weed, man, and cigarette stuff, dude, and rip off Mike David's Red Bar show all you want. You're still a nothing, nobody loser. So you go in this chat, you go in ROTC, you go in Nightwave, you go in AG's chat. But no matter how much clout chasing you do, when people come and look at your show, they're going to realize, wow, this guy's a fucking loser. I'm not going to subscribe, but now I feel better today. I feel better about myself because I'm not this loser. And also, on top of all that, I offered you to call in my show. Open invite, bud. Call me, rip me apart, tell me what a piece of shit I am. I'm willing. I'm open and ready. Let's do it. But do it now. Phone's open, bud. Call in whenever you want. You're welcome to call whenever you want. So, I have an idea. Stop clout chasing whackbag. Okay? Stop doing that. Stop clout chasing Anthony. Stop clout chasing all the fucking Sam Roberts and all the peripheral O&A people. Stop clout chasing them and come up with something your goddamn self. Come up with something funny and get a better OBS setup than a TV behind you, you fucking loser. And by the way, that TV, what is that? Is that Kobley? Is that one of those TVs that they sell at Walmart brand TVs that break in 2 years? That already have 3 dead pixels in it? Get out of here with your loser bullshit. So again, you have my phone number. You can refute what you want. But I'll tell you what, this is the last time I talk about you on this show or any show really, because I think I've proven my point. You're a loser, you're a pussy, and you won't call. Now go ahead and talk about me on your show all you want. But you want to know the difference between me and you? The 3 fans you have, they come to this show, they're staying, dog, because I'm funny and I'm talented. And I ain't you, dog. I might be fat and I might be bald, but at least I have comedic timing. You have a ranch dressing container for an ashtray and more flair than an office space waiter. Okay? So cut your shit. Your board's not going to help you. You could buy the board. You could buy the TV. You could fucking iron the flag.
The fire, and unbleached just so hurt. Unbleached. If you were a little skillful, and you are a little talented, you might get some more viewers, man. All you got to do is put a little effort into the content you put out and build an audience and market yourself as not a fucking tool. Yes, you cannot get away from your past and the track marks between your toes. We understand that, allegedly. But you're just one of those people, man. You're one of those people that doesn't seem to understand how to be entertaining. Opie and Anthony aren't going to save you. Okay?
That you put behind you, or at least stretch it out. But you'll never
Alrighty, guys. We're going to move on. We're going to move on to our guest. Our guest. What is going on, Shiggy? How are you, man? Come on. No sound. Let's there it is. Is he gonna pop in? While he's waiting, we're gonna jump over to Shiggy is the gentleman who recorded this.
You have the gay flag in this event.
Get a job!
Hello. I forgot about push to talk.
Oh, you're good. You can run it as non-push to talk if you want to turn that off.
Maybe I'll do it in a little bit. But it's nice to be on the show. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, well, thanks for the footage, man. One of the guys sent it over to me. They know I'm that I like trolling Jovi, and they sent me the footage of you guys out here in New York. How'd you find out about Jovi, and what is your because in the longer footage you actually mentioned that a lot of things about him and a lot of things. How was your involvement with Jovi initially brought about?
So my initial involvement with Jovi dates back a while ago, like all the way back to when Kekistan was still a thing. So I remember I'd started coming to rallies in New York City because I had finally figured out, the different websites that you could go to and they would have the right scheduling. And I'd go check them out, see the counter protesting, have some fun. And then I went to the Gavin McInnes one, the anti-Sharia march. And that's when I met people there who were involved with Jovi's and Folk, the Fraternal Order of Alt Knights, and Proud Boys were at their peak.
Okay, gotcha. So you've been around for quite a while.
Yeah, I came in like right after the election, before I got off. Wow. And whatnot. But it was really like around right after the election that I really started getting involved. And then around spring, like around now, actually was when I finally started making all those connections. I started really getting involved. This was like the beginning, the end of the middle, the end of the golden age, and into the day in which we saw transfer everything in 2016.
Hold on 1 second, brother. You're clipping real bad. Let me do something and jump right back in. Stay in the room. Give me 1 sec. I think it might be my side. There we go. Try it again. You were clipping at the end there, roboting. So let's see if it's working now.
Is it working now?
There we go. It was my connection decided to to be a little shitty, apparently. And I just got a super chat come across. Thank you, White Earp. Okay, AGluck. Congrats on getting my monetized. Show's content is awesome. I appreciate you too, man. But yeah, so you've been around for quite a while when Jovi was part of the Proud Boys and all this other stuff. What made you, or what made the group get rid of Jovi?
So I remember it had been about a couple weeks after I joined, and my phone, I had a thing on my phone that allowed me to download everything that was posted in Messenger, that was sending me in Messenger. It would auto download.
Mm-hmm.
And I had totally forgotten to turn that off, so that's how I kind of got a lot of stuff. But what had really turned the group against him was, if I'm correct, we had another friend of ours, LLH, Legal Latino.
Yeah.
He had gotten out of jail because allegedly Sparta, whatever his name was, had allegedly snitched saying he had made a bomb threat, when in reality he had made a like a Boston Marathon joke, I think. He had made a pressure cooker joke.
Yeah, so you actually know Legal Latino Heat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah, he's a very good guy.
Yeah,
he's crazy.
He's a big friend of this show, and me and him have collabed on trolling Jovi on his Goyfella streams and his late streams. Actually running consecutive streams, messing with Jovi at night. A lot of the times when we pulled links and got into Jovi's chat, it was because me and Legal were trying to figure shit out. But that guy, dude, I love Legal Latino Heat. He puts out some great shit when it comes down to screwing with Jovi.
Oh yeah. He goes. If he could turn that energy like into a political movement, we'd have a Hispanic. No, I don't want to say that, but like we would have a very hardcore right wing. Whether it's Hispanic or not, we'd have a very hardcore, because I've seen the way he really goes at Jovi and how he channels all his energy into it, and it's something that's like really powerful. And this was sort of what drove me into recording the video, because for a while after we had initially gotten rid of Jovi, after initially he had sort of fallen out of spotlight and he had become a nobody again, everything had calmed down again, and I was hoping we some of us could go and focus on different political ventures. And then Jovi came back like the cancer he is, and Legal Latino just went right at him. So I do have to give him props for that.
So what are your thoughts on Jovi's new grouping, where he's going for the like farther right and the white nationalists, and claiming to be a white person? And all these other things he's doing in order to, I don't know, find relevance again?
I hadn't initially heard about him claiming to be non-white until a few days ago when I was initially introduced. Before that, I had figured he was trying to do the non-white advocating for white, white pride and whatever. But it honestly, when I really saw him do it, it just reeked of like glow in the dark. It just reeked of the NSM. It really just, it told me that there was no way he could be doing this totally on his own. There's just absolutely no way, and that there has to be either an ulterior motive or someone behind him pulling all the strings and controlling him like the puppet he is, because it's just absolutely insane.
Yeah, and especially when he's tying up and getting involved with, well, I mean, the hardcore white nationalists, and trying to do this whole fash bash thing, which, if you guys don't know, Poconos Resort and Convention Center in about 17 days. If you would like to reach out to them and let them know who Jovi is, you can share some footage. I can post the link to this because I kept it private because I didn't know how far out you wanted this footage to get, besides, people talking about it. But here, if you guys want to share that with the Poconos Resort and Convention Center, feel free to.
Oh yeah, you guys have my total permission. I was initially gonna make a burner channel and just dump it on there, because I obviously don't want my email to get deleted.
Yeah.
But yeah. But you know, you guys are totally free to distribute the footage at all. It's fine. I don't care. I don't want. Unlike Jovi, I'm not in it for the glory or anything. I'm not in it for the fame or the money.
Yeah, and it's appreciated that you are coming on and that you shared this through, because, well, it's fun to make fun of Jovi and look at the stupidity that he is. Have you seen do you ever watch Blues Dolls?
No, I wasn't. Up until about a few weeks ago, maybe about a month, I wasn't really that involved with a lot of the streaming and celebrity community. I kind of faded out of that.
Gotcha.
No offense, of course.
No, not at all. So Jovi, Blues Doll does animation, and she took one of Jovi's, well, part of the footage and him talking. I don't know if it was from your stuff or someone else's stuff, but she took and made a video of Jovi standing in his safe space and having people basically making fun of Jovi. I don't know. I can't play the audio through the headphones, but if you want to check it out, I'm going to play it on the stream right now for anyone. This is Blues Dolls. Jovi debates the Trump rally, guys.
I've seen similar footage. The one where he punched a girl in the face and then got bottled it. Legal Latino showed me that one.
Okay, so this is from the most recent. So the rally, she took and animated it. So if you want to, you're pushed to talk, so it won't bleed over. But if you want to take a look at the stream, I'm going to play that for the audience right now.
And put America first, but then what happens? We wind up focusing more on the war for Israel, you know? Wow, I just got hit with reality. What was that? No, they built it right. I was like, I'm not going in that pen. But then I said, you know what? We'll go in the pen right now because, people are coming out and we can speak to them. We can't go in here right now because they banned us from the event. They don't believe that, and then you have these people waving the Venezuelan flag. That's not an American flag. Well, I can't go in the event. The cops won't let me, which I'm very upset about. And even if I go in there, I'm going to get grabbed up by a whole bunch of weirdos. And the thing is, I'm here with my friend right now, so that's the only reason I'm in the pen, because he's in the pen with me.
God,
that's
it was so
If
cringy hearing him talk. It was so cringy.
Yeah, and the way he talks and how he...
It's like those old mid-2000s spiritual pastors. You ever really hear them?
Yeah. The evangelicals.
Yeah. Hey guys, Jesus is hip and cool. That guy died for our sins. I've had my fair share of them, so trust me, I can see it. And here was the thing too. I didn't get it on footage. Is it done playing or?
Yeah, it's paused, so go for it.
Okay, so I hadn't captured this on footage, but afterwards, he was yelling at me. He was like, "Why don't you tell him who you are?" Because all the people who were mobbing him and were hating him, that the police had to separate him from and put him in the little cuck pen, were all the boomers. They're all hardcore Zionists. They're all very pro-Israel, very pro-Trump, and I mean, it's fine, I guess, but, he was like, why don't you tell them who you are, your beliefs? And I'm like, and I wanted to say it, but it's Jovi, and when you see him, it's just his stupidity it's kind of contagious, so it just pours out. So, and I'd wanted to say this, but it wasn't that his points that I disagreed with, because he is right about some of the things he says.
Yeah.
It's just aside from everything else about him, that he's a rat, that he is not to be trusted at all, at all the things he's done, which I can put aside all that, but he's just a fucking moron. Because on top of everything he is, he's not even Northerner. I don't know why he's flying a Confederate flag when that's not his flag. And since he's obviously not white, you're not supposed to fly, pro-white flags for not white,
Well, and also the simple fact that he is white, man. Haven't you heard that he has to wear sunscreen in the sun to not get burned, and so he's white.
Oh yeah, yeah, I forgot about that. He got sunburn. Yeah.
So that's
It's like-
that's the argument he had with me and Legal Latino Heat. He had on some white nationalist guys, and were using that as justification for why he is white, because he has to wear sunscreen as well.
Yeah, yeah, it's like a reverse Kangs, like how they say like how black supremacists say whites couldn't have built the Egyptian pyramids because they'd get burnt in the sun or anything like that. It's kind of like a reverse that, where I'm white because I have to put on sunscreen. You're both equally fucking stupid.
Oh, we have a guest in our chat, Mr. Jovi Val himself, making an appearance.
Ooh.
What would you say to Jovi? Jovi, you may
What-
not.
what would I s-
Yeah, what would you say to him, since he's not able to shout you down? He's not able to use his rhetoric. What would you say?
Or use his size, yeah. It
What's-
wasn't your
okay.
post that I
Size.
disagreed
How
with.
tall? How tall is he?
He's like a few more inches. You like,
How-
I'd say maybe 6'1", 6'2".
Okay.
That doesn't intimidate me at all.
Okay.
I have a friend of mine who I grew up with. He was 6'8" last I heard, and that was like 3 years ago, and he's still growing. He's like NBA tall, and me and him are very good friends.
So you're not scared of Jovi's height or his
No.
his giant nose?
No, those glasses though. I mean, he gets all kind of reception on that.
Jovi, I'll invite you on, Jovi. But here's the thing. Don't spin any of your rhetoric. I don't want to hear it. My audience may or may not want to hear it, but I want to keep my see this thing that YouTube has. It's called what's it called? Oh yeah, monetization. This thing that you can't get to yet. I'm 5'6". I'm 5'6". Nigga, I'm 6'2". You can ask the ROTC boys. Are you talking to?
No,
Are you short?
I'm shorter.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm a little short. Yeah.
Ooh. Oh my God.
Oh, I don't.
You're
I'm not that short. I'm like 5'6", 5'5". Who gives a fuck?
Yeah. So would you like to talk to Jovi?
Sure, you can come on. I don't care.
All right, Jovi. I know this isn't the Fash Bash Discord that's super important, but here you go. I appreciate that. It's honorable to keep it clean. There's the Discord. You can join, and I will pull you in from the waiting room, Jovi.
You're like 5'6", yeah, and you're LARPing as white, like short pretending to be white, short pretending to be white. Come on.
It's okay. The what's called's out there, Jovi. That's the Discord. You're more than
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
You're more than welcome to join. But yeah, so until he either jumps in and joins, we'll see if Jovi actually mans up and joins the conversation. But yeah, so you've had these interactions with him over time, and you've interacted with him a lot. You think that he just is going for the you brought it up, and the reason I'm asking this because you brought it up in your longer footage you sent to me, that Jovi is paid opposition, that he does all this stuff and goes all these places, but what's he do for work, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's very odd, and it's not really just the fact that he has no job, and I mean actual job, Jovi, and an actual job, not what you do. Not he has no job. He never really had a work history. If I'm correct, he never really held a job, and if I think he only had either a high school diploma or a GED. I don't remember it. The details are a little fuzzy, but he wasn't very far in accomplishments, work-wise.
Mm-hmm.
So when I see him suddenly going to a freedom of speech rally in Detroit, another one in California, Texas, Washington, and I see him traveling all around, and I see that he doesn't really have a fan base, and that what little he once had is gone. I find that a little suspicious, and I'm like, all right, we know he's too stupid to ever actually be like a CIA or a DHS operative. Like, even though I called him a glow, I know he's too stupid to be that. He would not last 5 seconds in that. But I feel like he could be paid by, a supporter, quote unquote, who will just fund his adventures so he can go about and really just destroy any right wing non pro Zionist movements in New York, because he can be created like a boogeyman. He could be like a non white human version of like the Daily Stormer, where any journalist wants to shut us down, they just pull up Jovi Val waving a Confederate flag or waving a Totenkopf or something like that. I think he's there really to destroy any anti-Zionist, pro-right-wing, pro-American movements, and especially any pro-white movements.
Well, I'm not Jovi, buddy. I'm not gonna let wait on your time. This is my show, buddy. We're gonna keep talking about things. You can jump in when you jump in, but I'm not gonna dead air for you, man.
What is he busy with? The welfare line? Goddamn.
All he's got to do is join the waiting room. What's he busy with? The welfare line? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he doesn't have a job. Come on.
Yeah, and someone said maybe he has rich parents. What, you know anything on that front?
Let's just say no. No, he's not. He doesn't have daddy's credit card or mommy's chicken tendies. He doesn't have access to any of that.
Okay,
I'm just gonna say that.
So you don't think it's financially backed by like family or anything like that?
Nah, I highly doubt it. Highly.
So then the question becomes, where is the money coming from? Maybe he has a sugar daddy.
That could be if you watch the I think it was in the shorter foot. Within like 10 seconds of the conversation, immediately something gay is thrown at me. He's done that before, and I just call him a fag every single time.
So Revenge of the Sis has joined and stated that Jovi's head doesn't fit in the Discord. That's why he hasn't joined the waiting room. Oh, so
he has those Google glasses. Come on, you can get something on there.
Those only people I've seen wearing those glasses are women. Okay, those are women's glasses, man.
Oh yeah, you're right. Now that I think about it,
those are those bug eye glasses that were super popular with girls about, I don't know, 5 years ago.
I know what you're talking about, and they wear them by the poolside.
Yeah. It's just one of those sets of glasses,
Yeah.
He's stuck in the past, and don't worry. It's okay, Jovi. You're more than welcome to join. We've invited you. We're waiting on you. You're the most important part of the show. How did he join the live show without joining the waiting room? Anyways.
Oh, that's awesome.
Jovi, you're muted.
They're actually gazelles that are made in Germany.
God,
I can hear research on them.
Oh, Jesus, bro.
It's a cop car. Jesus Christ.
Are you okay, Jovi? I'm gonna let you guys have a conversation, and I'm gonna ask you a few questions. But I will ask you another question. Are you really waiting in the welfare line, and why are there police sirens going off around you?
I'm out here running some errands. I wouldn't know about even a line to get welfare because I've never actually done that before. Probably you have.
I've
wait, hold on. Okay, if this is just gonna turn into back and forth, me insulting, you can just get the fuck out. Okay, you can just get the fuck out. Because I'm not gonna do that.
Is you being afraid to tell people what you actually believe in, standing around people holding the Israeli flag and not even commenting on it, keeping your mouth shut like a good little boy. That's the problem. That you're out here in New York City, you don't have the balls to tell these people they're wrong. You just want to blend in, just like that little faggot Brokeback Beaner. Excuse me, didn't mean to say that. I meant to say gaff it. I'm not trying to curse my straight.
Okay, so first off, if you would know anything at all about the right-wing movement, you would know, especially in New York, it's still very pro-Zionist, very pro-Israeli. So you would know that. So you're going to interrupt me? I didn't interrupt you at all.
I'm gonna control the conversation, and I will be muting either of you at any point because, again, I want to have this conversation. I want you guys to have this conversation, but this is my show. And I know Shiggy, you're being respectful. Jovi, be respectful. I will control my show, unlike you. I understand how to control a show. Continue, Shiggy.
talk crap about me, so I'm gonna talk the truth about him. I don't talk the truth about people. And I'm telling you the truth.
That's fine. But be respectful of each other, or else I'm gonna kick not both of you. I'm gonna kick one of you because Shiggy is coming on as a guest. You jumped in. You're more than welcome to be here, but be respectful to each other, or else I will kick it. Got it?
As I was saying, I got it. So as I was saying before, so if you know anything about the right movement, you know it's very pro-Zionist, very pro-Israel. So, and you know that there are people like you and me who can see through that. So your option to go up to a crowd of them and start berating them like a Bible thumper going up to a bunch of gays and doing it, well, you're gonna get the exact same result. They're gonna shout you down, they're gonna ignore you, and they're gonna kick you out. The better option is to find the people like us and slowly but surely bring them over to our side until we can amass enough that we can actually oppose them. So that instead of there's 1, 2, 3, 4 of us at a rally counter-protesting a pro-Trump Israeli rally with anti-Israeli pro-right-wing sentiments, we can instead have a lot more of us doing that by slowly drawing from their own crowd, since we need to focus on our own people. And as I said before, it wasn't what you were saying that I disagreed with. It was the fact that it's you. It's you saying it. It's you saying it. And I see you as a threat not only to...
So this is more of a
okay, so you're going to interrupt again.
No, because I'm listening to what you're saying. Well,
that's
not
the
really.
second time.
I hear when people talk nonsense, right? I'm not really
what
listening.
I mean?
I'm going to say that I hear what you're saying. Look, I'm being honest with you. I have nothing to lie about. That one time, yeah, we were all together, 1488 and IDF. We're all in one group together. I don't know how it was even possible to do it, but it was. And the 1488 guys kept their mouth shut near the IDF guys because they had no balls to tell them, look, I don't agree with what you did. I don't think that you should be in this country. We will still, fight against these commies, but I don't like what you did. But no, nothing like that happened. It was all inside the Facebook chats. That's the only time you did it. So when you used to see them out in person, you guys kept your mouth shut. And I wasn't for that. Because where I grew up, whatever you say, right, it doesn't matter if it's online or not, that's what you live by. And that's what I live by. So at one time, I defended the IDF guy. Yeah, of course I defended him. Because he had the balls to say what he wants online and in person. And you guys didn't. So when you guys finally showed your true colors as being a bunch of, internet trolls that tried trolling in real life and getting slapped around by commies, what do you expect me to do? Say, I'll go help you. Of course not. You guys need to learn your lesson. And you did. That's why you stay very quiet of your true beliefs in front of people. Because you know that, it's funny too? Because you're a certain skin tone, you can get away with it. You can get away with being a national socialist in front of these people. Just like that Dominican guy from the interview was saying that he's a national socialist. He wears his swastika. Nobody bothered him. Nobody tried to get him fired because of a certain skin tone. See, my skin tone, I can't get away with that. That's why I say that. Everything he's saying about, he's pretending to be white. No, I have white ancestry. Are you crazy? Like, I have European ancestry, probably more than most of the people that I speak to that are Spanish national socialists. Like you, if you're a national socialist.
Okay.
So,
right? And on top of that, like, come on, you guys are like 5'6". You're manless. You're getting slapped around by commies. Here comes the 6'1" Puerto Rican guy to come to the rescue. Like, you guys are pathetic. And then
hold on. We have an announcement. You just admitted you're Puerto Rican, but you always are claiming that you've always claimed that you're white.
I've never denied that I was Puerto Rican.
Puerto Ricans aren't white, you stupid motherfucker.
What
God,
is
I have to listen to that whole fucking
Taino, Spaniard, Spaniard, and African.
And it turned into exactly what I knew it would. Jesus, just straight up still cut me off,
we have
twisting
French,
everything
we have French,
away.
We have Spaniard
Jesus
in
Christ.
Puerto Rico, right? My grandmother, she's part French, right? So what's wrong with me saying, I have European ancestry, which is true?
Jovi, I'm not denying that you have European ancestry, but we've had conversations on streams where you've said you're white. You haven't said I have ancestry.
No, never.
Jovi, when you post DNA results,
Shiggy, 1 second.
If you would have asked me if I'm Puerto Rican, I would never say no. Never have I denied that. I don't need to lie to anybody about what I am. You would have asked me, hey, are you Hispanic of any kind?
Hold on 1 second, Shiggy.
Yes.
Jovi, I've pointed out that you're not white, that you are Hispanic, and you said, no, I'm white. This is to your white nationalist friends.
Yes,
I have the clip of it, Jovi.
No.
Don't come on my show and fucking lie.
You were saying that I'm indigenous. That's what you were saying.
Yeah, you realize that Puerto Ricans, Hispanics are natives and Indian plus Spaniard, right?
They consist of many different kinds. Yeah, they consist of Spaniard.
Okay, there we go.
French,
Plus.
Okay, hold on. You do know that the amount of Hispaniards that took over Puerto Rico, the amount is too small.
Right now because I'm just talking.
Well, you're the one who changed the subject. You're the one who changed the subject over to this. So yeah, you're the one who Jovi. You're the one who changed. Shut the fuck up, Jovi. I'm talking now. You're the one who changed it over to this. So we're just addressing it. So. Like, see, it turned into exactly what I said it would. It turned into exactly what. I literally did that to your face. I literally did that to your face in a 17-minute little video. And then I did it again. And then I did it again. Multiple times. Nope. Nope. Try again.
Okay, then.
And you're like, what, 23, 24, still living with your mom? Like, go blow your fucking brains out, God.
Living with my mom.
In
9mm are like
in Minecraft.
Why don't you come to my place?
Hold on, let me look up how much
9mm bullet. Look, this is ridiculous. All I'm trying to say is we had a group of 1488 and IDF together.
9mm costs 50 cents a round.
You guys
can use that.
In Minecraft.
You can afford that.
IDF. You guys called out the IDF. Oh, you want to see if I have one? Is that what you
No, Jovi. We asked you why an IDF was in our chat. And you vehemently defend him, and to the point where you were calling us anti-Semites, and then we kicked you out. There was more to it, of course, but you vehemently defended him. You bootlicked the shit out of him. Like you had IDF boot all over your tongue.
I kicked all of you out. You started another.
No, you didn't. We kicked you out.
Kicked me out. What are you
We kicked you out.
Okay.
You guys me back to the chat if you kicked me out.
Like Jesus Christ. No, we're not gonna do it. The old chat's dead anyway.
I have exactly the whole chat is dead. Look, this is ridiculous. This is
because we kicked you out.
Now,
and then we abandoned the chat because we knew you had spies in it.
No, there wasn't spies.
Yeah, we knew you had rats in. We knew you had rats in the chat.
Yeah,
we knew
rats,
you had rats.
I forget that they actually put your name out there. They said your name and everything. I forgot they did that. Yeah, you guys say rats like if they snitched your name out, but they never did.
Well,
it's not rats. People that you don't agree with.
Okay. I do want to ask a question that the audience has been asking. I haven't lost control. I just am letting them go in at. I am loving this. Jovi, how do you fund everything you do? The flights, the events. It's been put forward by Shiggy that you don't have a job. I don't know if you have a job or not. It's a weekday and you're out doing your thing. How do you fund everything that you're doing? Like, where does the money come from?
I already told you guys that I work for the GOP. If you guys like to work for the GOP, let me know. If you guys are really interested in how to get some good money, that's one of the ways to do it, to work for the GOP. You don't have to be for the GOP, but you can still work for them. Even though you got people, and see, this is what I don't understand. How is it that you're saying that a great way to communicate with people is not to go out there and speak the truth, but to blend in, right? Because that was your idea. But yet your idea of communicating with people is trying to get me fired from my job. Really?
No, I'm not. I'm not trying anything.
That's not mine. Not mine either.
But whoever's saying that I don't have a job, yet they contacted my employer, that makes a lot of sense, doesn't it?
I don't do that, and as I've said before, I don't raid your streams. I find that as a waste of time. And that's
anymore. You don't raid my streams anymore.
Yeah, like years ago I did. Years ago.
Whoa. I've only been streaming on YouTube for what? How long have I been streaming on YouTube for? Like
yeah, really, the Red Pill Hour? Don't think I didn't forget about the Red Pill Hour.
The Red Pill Hour was before I even met you. What are you talking about?
But he's saying that you were streaming. You were streaming then.
Yeah, you were doing. Yeah, we raided you when we first found out about you.
The money. What do you mean you first found out about me? The reason why you first found out about me is
when we first found out about all that shit you were doing.
What was I doing? Please explain.
All the funds you were taking.
All the crowdfunding I did. Oh yeah.
After I got hit by a bottle.
So wait, so legal can raise as much funds as he wants, right? That's fine, right? I guess.
He wasn't milking he wasn't milking a wound 3, 4, 5 months after it should have healed, which was something you probably caused anyway. So
okay, and again, you
really?
say
I
you
forgot
no,
you were there. Oh,
Jovi,
I forgot you were there.
You said
Yeah,
that
everyone that keeps saying I'm milking it was there.
Jovi, I'm going to talk over you. You said that the GOP pays you.
So you're therefore working for
what
sorry.
Well, what are they paying you for, and who's paying you? Because you can say the GOP, but how are you being paid specifically? Like, is it going to these rallies and causing a stir? Like, what are you being paid for?
Working on campaigns.
So you're still actively working on campaigns for the GOP?
No, not right now.
So then again,
I'm busy with something else.
So
yes.
You were before?
Yeah, he was working for him before we get that.
Yes.
Cool.
Since May, I've been working with the GOP.
And when did you stop?
And when you hire people for the GOP, that's a good reference, and you also get paid for that as well.
No,
so hiring people.
I get that, but who and how are you keeping your funds together now? If you aren't, I don't know if you're living at home. I don't know how you're funding living in New York, but it's expensive to live in New York. A studio would cost you like, I don't know, $2,500 to $3,000 a month. How are you paying for that? You don't have to be specific in essence of it, but people have a lot of questions about where you're getting your money from.
People should question more of where I put my money to than where I'm getting my money from. I mean, this is all coming from people that I know, and I help people as well, but nobody says anything about that because I don't mention that.
Well,
I don't mention that I pay for people's flights. I don't mention that I help people get jobs, really.
But you are. And you've done it before on one of your streams.
Now I'm mentioning it.
You mentioned it on a stream where I challenged you before and asked you.
You haven't challenged me to anything. I
mentioned it in my footage as well.
I'm challenging you on your money, Jovi. I'm challenging you on the fact that you claim to be white. I'm challenging you on the fact that you're holding an event called Fash Bash.
White. You know, I'll do my ancestry, and I'll show you how much white I am.
Yeah, it's gonna be like fucking. You're gonna be Elizabeth Warren, but Jovi Val version. 1,000th white.
Yeah.
1,026.
I forget that I'm gonna be 120,000 whatever 2,000% white. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You want that to be true?
No, dude, I just would find that hilarious.
I'm running a tight ship here, and we have an event coming up. And it's going to be great. We have
ship.
people coming in.
Yes, you're flying people in from South Africa. We know, Jovi. It's what you guys are ranting on about.
South Africa. Monica Schaefer's coming. You know that?
Yes.
You know who Monica Schaefer is?
Yes, and I watched it. Congratulations,
I just got off the phone
Jovi.
with her yesterday. What have you done recently?
Lots of things. I have a daily stream and actually people who enjoy watching me. Like, what do you mean? What have I done?
I didn't say what people enjoy. I said, what have you done?
Wait. So you have connection to
regardless of entertaining people. Regardless of entertaining people, what have you done?
So you have connections to
South Africa. A comedian can do that.
And
a comedian can do that.
Yes.
The Boers are fucked.
They're
absolutely fucked.
That's what the whole point of YouTube is, Jovi. It is for entertainment purposes. Just because the Goy show isn't entertaining doesn't mean the rest of us aren't out here trying to entertain the masses.
But I do the Goy fellas, but it doesn't mean that's all I do.
Yeah, and what you do is rant on and stand in cages and make great content for the rest of us.
And if I could say, you said that it shouldn't matter where you get your money from. Hold on. You said it shouldn't matter. No, it should actually matter both where you get your money from and where you spend your money. Because no, I'm still speaking. I've been quiet. I don't care about Revenge of the Sith.
Hold on, Shiggy. Wait, or something to mute both. First of all, does Revenge of the Sith get funded by the Jews? Is that a serious question, Jovi? You realize that all their money comes from them and their audience, and I mean, but before, when they started to get that little wherever they live at right now,
wherever they're living at right now, all of that was funded by who? Who was that funded by?
It was funded by both
now
of their extensive radio careers, you numbnuts. You realize that they were... Yes.
Who do you think helped them get their first microphone? Who do you think helped them get their first apartment or whatever the hell they live in? It wasn't because of their radio show. No, it was because they were getting funded by somebody.
No, they weren't. You were just Jovi. Everyone is funded by. Do you think I'm funded by them too, Jovi?
I never know how big your base is. Even I don't know. I just met you that one time when you jumped on the stream, said you were double streaming or whatever, dual streaming, and that was it. That's the only time I ever spoke to you.
Jovi, you've talked to me about 10 times because I've hit your stream multiple nights. You realize that. You just forget.
But I didn't speak to you as if I knew who your face was or your channel was. Before that, I just spoke to whoever was responding. It's not like I clicked on their channel and said, "Oh, this guy has this many people." You know, I really don't care, especially when you're over here telling me you challenge me.
I have challenged you over and over again, Jovi, on your money, which it doesn't matter where I'm getting it from. It matters where it's going. Like,
yeah, if I could say something to that, if I could say something to that.
Yeah, because if the GOP paid me, right, and the GOP is ran by Jews, which is unfortunate, of course.
So then you're admitting to being funded by them.
By Jews.
No, because
funded by Jews.
the VP of my company is a Gentile. Okay, just to let you know. VP of my company is a Gentile. When I spoke at UTR2, I was approached by the VP, and he even told me, "I know what you did. I'm pretty sure I know why you did it, but some of the people are happy. And I still managed to work for the company." So these are the kind of companies I respect, the ones that don't care about what you do outside of work, and as long as you go to work. You know, there's people like that. You know, maybe you guys should go find a company.
Okay. So
relying on YouTube for your salary.
Jovi, you don't know what I do or don't do, and I would never tell you. You know why? Because
likewise, you don't know what I do or don't do. And why
but you're out here as a public figure trying to say that you're not funded by someone, then claiming to be part of the GOP and working for them, and then admitting that you don't work for the GOP anymore and that you're working for something else. So what's the something else, Jovi? If you're going to make a statement...
I've never said I don't work for them. I've never said I don't work for them.
You said you're not working for them right now. I will clip it.
I'm not doing that right now.
Exactly. So what?
So not only
first of all, I'm focused on this project. I'm focused on this project that I'm doing.
Fash Bash. Fash Bash, guys. Hey, at the Poconos Resort
Fash Bash is the
and
event,
Convention.
not the other project that I'm focused on. And I don't understand what you mean by, I need to tell you who I get paid by just because I managed to.
Well, if you're claiming to be anti-Israeli and anti-Zionist and anti-Jewish and all this, then we should probably know, so we know you're not funded by.
You can't speak to me about that until you go to one of these events and actually call them out, because you're staying very quiet.
Jovi, you don't have to go and call everyone out, because it's called about tact. You lack this thing called tact. That's why you were put in a pen. That's why you weren't allowed to walk around at the event, because you don't have tact. I know you're in your 20s, man, but wait till you hit your 30s.
What do you mean I don't act?
Dude,
I saw.
Hold on, Shiggy. Wait. He's responding.
I walked into that pen voluntarily after my friend came with a sign. We were right. Negative? Are you sure about that? I have the whole stream where the cops were telling me to go into the pen, and I said, no, I'm not going into the pen. I'll just leave then, because they were saying you either leave this event or we put you in the pen.
So because of your tact, because of your reputation, because of what you've done in your past,
my nonviolent reputation.
You involuntarily went into the pen.
My nonviolent reputation. I forget that I don't throw any punches and people try to attack me and I defend myself. I forget about that. That's my rep. Yeah.
You've obviously
changing the conversation again.
Hold on, Shaggy.
Hold on a second. I've been very quiet. So they told you either you leave or you get in the pen. You were involuntarily put into that pen because you wanted to stay. If you really were going to go by your free will, you would have left. You went into that pen, and you don't have tact at all. you will
when my
not succeed
friend
in
came-
recruiting if
when
you
my
do what you do.
friend came-
All right,
yeah.
so-
I have an event. I have an event in a few weeks. Actually, it's funny you say I don't have any type of tactic or any
Yeah,
type
it'll
of
get the same amount of people that Boston Bank got.
Hold on, I'm muting both of you because you don't understand the definition of tact versus tactic, Jovi. No one said tactic. I said tact. As in the way you present yourself to the world.
I'm hearing tactics because it is very windy here, and I know you can hear that.
Tact.
I heard tactics.
Tact. You don't have tact. You don't have what's called understanding of the world and how you should interact in it. Yes, you sometimes have to step aside and let people who you don't like do things. That's called being tactful for the future. I know English is your second language, Jovi, but still,
second language.
Tact.
Dude,
by the way,
second language. First of all,
I'm making fun of you not being white.
Any...
I'm gonna mute down both real quick because I want to read some stuff off of the stream. By the way, Revenge of the Sis has joined us and confirmed. They want to know who the gay guy on the phone is. His name is Jovi Val. I don't know if you guys know him. And they've confirmed Soros pays them. They are controlled opposition. It has nothing to do with building a brand and being funny. Okay, guys? None of their work, none of their effort has to do with that. Okay. You are unmuted. You can scream and yell all you want.
Yeah. Revenge of the Sis is a comedic.
They're
confirmed by people that worked together with them before, but I don't know. It's not. I don't know. What?
Jovi, you are so far off base on this. It's gonna go as well as your Fash Bash. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, my Fash Bash is better than anything you guys are doing.
Jovi, it's not about what I'm doing. We're talking about what you're doing. You're holding an event at the Poconos Resort and Convention Center called Fash
Yeah,
Bash.
keep telling people that. Keep telling people that. So we'll see who ends up there. We'll see who ends up going there.
Seriously, and all publicity is good mindset, really. That's
hold on.
Right, so this is what I want to tell you. I'm so bad at networking with people and reaching out to people and having connection, right? That's what you said. You said something about
They see you, and then they see what you do, and then they run away.
Yet I can interact with a Boer, I can interact with a German prisoner, I can interact with a Canadian National Socialist, I can interact with people that are away from America and people that are within America. I can
Holy shit, Jovi!
He's bragging about talking to people in other countries. Oh my god!
Gee, these people are fighting for the cause. What are you doing?
Jovi.
Oh, I'm doing something, but I'm doing something, but unlike you, I don't brag it. I don't go and tell what I do.
You're very brag. I don't even know. First of all, I didn't tell you what I do. All I said was I speak to people from different countries. That's it. I'm not telling you who I'm speaking to and what we're speaking about. I'm not telling you what I'm trying to organize here, and I'm not even telling you where the
still
event
bragging.
is.
You're literally bragging right now.
You could say what you want, and the fact that you even mentioned an address, the fact that you even mentioned an address, right? Just because it's in the Poconos,
I didn't
shows
mention
that
the address.
You want.
I didn't mention an address.
He mentioned a place, not an address. That's not an address. The Poconos isn't a street. It's a place.
I appreciate that. Poconos is actually 5 towns large, and the fact that you even mentioned it's at a center or whatever, I'm glad to know that that's how you want to help the movement by mentioning stuff.
Jovi, I don't need to be a part of your movement.
That can get John Lambert injured. You just want people to get
Shiggy.
By mentioning addresses.
Let me respond to
Keep
Jovi.
Your mouth shut if you're going to talk about addresses.
I'm not
That's
talking.
What a rat does. A rat gives out numbers, a rat gives out names, and a rat gives out addresses.
Jovi.
That's exactly what you just did.
Jovi.
You gave out an address.
Oh, we have a guest appearance out of nowhere. Hey. It is the Soros-funded Dayman.
I have to do my show real quick. I have to hop off. I just wanted to say that Jovi.
If you have nothing to say,
Hey, Jovi, what's up, nerd? Nerd.
Don't believe me for my glasses.
This is the guy that got his ass grabbed by Joey Gibson calling me a nerd. Didn't do absolutely
nothing.
That's
the guy who got beat up by a woman. Says the guy who got beat up.
So the guy got beat up by a bottle.
Really? Beat up by a woman? Really?
You got beat up by
Really? Beat up by a
He
woman?
got beat up by a bottle.
Seriously,
Got beat up by a bottle.
I understand the edge of the curb scored a takedown point.
His-
against
his-
Bottle.
His
threw a punch, which I think
Bottle.
he did. It wouldn't have done anything. It really wouldn't have done.
Your ass.
Jovi Val lost an MMA
In front of the White House.
Right back up.
Hold on, I'm gonna mute everyone. What'd you say, Dayman? Jovi
His
got
mouth smells like king. All right, I gotta go to a real.
Okay, guys. So yeah. So
Talking all this crap and does absolutely nothing. Just all talk.
Jovi, you don't seem to understand.
Oh, he
that-
came back.
I didn't mean to bounce out. I clicked something when I was trying to do it. Jovi, what you don't understand is everyone, because of your tact, laughs at you, and that's fine and well. And that's going to be
People
the
laugh
case.
at me until they meet me in person. They don't laugh when they meet me in
Jovi,
person.
I would laugh
When
in
you-
your face. I'm taller than you. I'm
you
bigger than
laughed
you.
When they were, you laughed when those idiots were surrounding you. That's when you laughed.
What?
When
Jovi?
I laughed
when
at you at that
when I
event.
approached you, when I approached you by myself, you were very quiet. You didn't say anything.
When you mean at the
about
women's march, that was because I was trying to bury the hatchet and tell you, look, I don't want to be involved anymore. And then you turned around and started
Wait,
talking shit about us. So yeah,
Wait,
that's
when
fine.
did I talk crap about you? I don't
On the
first of all,
streams,
I
you
don't even-
mentioned, you said all those guys from the older group don't want to interact with me, don't want to challenge me or anything because they're all pussies. Right after I had buried the hatchet with you, that kind of tells me something.
Wait. First of all, I never mentioned your name. I never mentioned you were part of the group, and you weren't really part of the group.
Yeah, I
You
was.
joined- You joined in like at the last minute.
No, I joined in before the last minute. I joined in when they
Dude,
were still getting excited
met
about the Red
you-
Pill Hour. I
I
still remember
met
when they would all
you-
go, OMG, Red Pill Hour, let's go, yeah. I still remember that.
Okay.
So don't even
Okay.
try to minimize how much don't even
I
try.
met you. What do you mean minimize this? I met you way after. I met you when Trump came to New York City for those 3 days and those people were protesting. That's when I met you, when you wore your little Gadsden
Yeah,
flag
and I
on your
met
head
and I
you
met
were walking around.
and I met the
That's
group
when I met
before
you.
and I met the group before
Well,
that. So.
I'm gonna let you guys fight it
I just
out
didn't meet
in the
you.
call-in room because I gotta end the show. It's that time.
Oh, how
you guys can jump in there. Thank you, Shiggy, for joining. Thank you, Jovi, for jumping in and not answering any questions, bouncing around, finally admitting you're Puerto Rican, and thanks for actually not being loud, construction guys. Anyways, guys, ROTC is on shortly. See you guys over there. I hope you guys
Come to
enjoyed.
Fash Bash. It's happening 420.
Yeah,
Be there.
yeah. Go to Fash Bash, guys, so you can become
Go to Fash
and get
Bash.
in trouble. Go for
And
it.
if you can't go to Fash Bash, then help contribute because we are making a difference.
Okay, Jovi.
Check out the European Heritage Association. I don't believe everything you...
Fucking right, dude. Don't believe everything you hear, guys. Jovi's not white. Woo! Good show today. Let's end it on that note.
Bye.